Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 31 of Warlocks Play HPS Battletech with the Urban Warfare expansion. I'm Deacon and I'm your host, and apparently Ghost, Mr. Injury Prone himself, has now went and gotten more exotic because he's gotten himself a case of the periphery pox. Now the Argo hasn't built the hospital bays yet. We are working on the machine shop, but we can spend some money, buy some supplementary drugs, but he's going to be out of the game for a little bit. That's definitely our best option though, without the hospital bay, so we'll do that. Looks like he spread it to Trois. We'll suffer a minus 3 medical point penalty for 30 days, and our morale's down by 1, so that sucks. So as soon as this machine shop's done, we are building the hospitals. Because, of course, there's no time to react to something until after it's happened. And what's going on? Well, episode 30, we took a loss. We took on a big mission, and we're doing quite well, but lost on the objectives. Didn't lose any people, no casualties, didn't lose any critical pieces of equipment. In fact, the only thing we had to do is a little bit of repair work on the King Crab, which I've already taken care of. But we did lose the mission and a lot of salvage opportunities. So take it as a bunch of missed opportunities. So now we're in the process of traveling to Istanbul, which is in the middle of Lao territory. Now, they don't like us, but it's fine. We're not here to work for them. We're here to work for the Draconis Combine on a Flashpoint called the Defector, which we'll see when we get there. And the reason we're going for this is because the rewards are some Lost Tech. And we like Lost Tech. So hopefully, we'll pick up some of that. New Flashpoint and Electro. We'll take a look at that when we arrive in 5 days. Not changing course right now. We had a 23 day, 27 day, I'm not recalling correctly, trip to make it here, and the Flashpoint was going to expire in 30. So we are not diverting course. And hopefully if we can wrap this up, there's another one on the far side of, in Merrick space, on the far side of Liao space, which also offers Lost Tech. It had 50 some odd days to make it before it expired. So we're going to try and run those. But we got this one in time, expires in 7 days. No tonnage restrictions. 4 skulls. Okay. Now we are enemies with the Draconis Combined, so they'll never love us. The best our relationship can go to is to 0, but we can still run flashpoints for them of any skull level, which is all we're interested. They don't actually own any territory on this part of on this side of the inner sphere. Let's start this. The Defector, High Orbit, Istbur. Ah, Commander Rostov, we are both busy people, so I won't mince words. I need you to set a lance down on this miserable backwater and ambush a Liao convoy, leaving no survivors. A simple task, yes? I'd go so far as to say this job was beneath you, but I need this kill confirmed by someone I can trust, and your reputation speaks for itself. That's easily within our capabilities, Shugo Yamaguchi. Is there anything about this convoy that we should know before we drop? Strictly speaking, no, but I see little harm in telling you why the convoy has to be destroyed. Perhaps it can even help. There is a man, Yoshito Okada, a Kyoto diplomat. He has fled the Capella Confederation with combined state secrets. Now the Confederation guards him jealously, as a child might a cherished pet. I bet Kyoto defectors usually don't live very long. Regrettably, I must take my leave of you after this conversation is finished. I have important business that I must attend to on Herodotus. And so I leave you in the capable hands of Chi Gaku Hironaka of the Galdeon Regulars. He's a capable man, or so I'm told, and his soldiers have already established a presence on the planet's surface. I'm sure he'll make an excellent field contact. Well, we'll coordinate with him then. Hope your business is enjoyable. As do I, Commander. If not enjoyable, then at least diverting, but the odds are good. Herodotus enjoys a special reputation, and so will I. And so I will bid you farewell. Chuai Hironaka will speak with you himself momentarily. Be well, Commander. He's going to Herodotus, which is a pleasure planet. Think Vegas in the 80s. The connection goes away. New guy comes up. So, you're Commander Rostov. Shugo Yamaguchi claims that you are mech warriors should provide adequate for the task at hand, and I hope this eagerness to visit his pleasure planet didn't lead him to overstate your virtues. Feeling goes both ways, Chi. And don't worry about us. Our mech warriors are more than capable of destroying a slow-moving convoy. In that case, I invite you to prove it to me. You'll have the convoy's map coordinates shortly. See to it that every vehicle is destroyed, and confirm Okada's death. The Galdeon regulars will be monitoring your progress. Hironaka out. What a charming individual. And we're connecting Comstar on our dial-up.
If anyone wants coffee, I've got a fresh pot blowing on the forward galley. Pour me a cup. I'll be right there.
As we can see, this is a pretty low skull planet in terms of access to missions. We can run some 2 or even 3 skull missions with from House Liao because our reputation with them is still, I think it's indifferent is what it's called. Yeah, it can never go above 0, but it's right there at indifferent, which gives us access to 1, 2, and 3 skull missions. And that's entirely because we're allied with the Federated Suns. That means I'm talking. I'm
Negative, XO. Sensors clear.
Compelling Confederation, Tar and Concordat, Pirates, and the Draconis combined will all consider us enemy, and our reputation with them can never go above 0. We are going to work on getting higher reputation and eventually ally with the Larian Commonwealth, Free Worlds League, Arana Restoration, and the Magistrate Canopus. The Larian Commonwealth will be like, since they don't actually have any territory here, will probably be the most difficult too. We will not put effort into that. If it happens, we see missions we can run from, we'll do it. We're on good terms with them. We can run 4.5 skull missions with them. But we won't put any effort into that. These 3, 1, 2, 3, will do. Probably have to grind them, so you won't see much of that if you don't watch the grind episodes. Can't say I blame you. We're in pretty good standing with the Mercenary Review Board. That really doesn't have a whole lot of bearing on the way the game goes, though. And we have 454 days remaining until we get our score measured. Yang, I'm talking. Yang. So we need to work on that so we can get our score higher. Yeah. Anyway, back to the Flashpoint though. Actually, first we need to look in the store. Anything cool? Probably not. Okay. We should have access to the store just because of our reputation and just end up paying more. This planet might not even have a store. I seem to recall that being the case. So there it is. All right. Ambush convoy, polar. ambushing a convoy doesn't seem like it's going to have a whole lot of significant salvage opportunities. We'll just go 312 and get some cash. We're good on money, but I just don't think extra salvage will be the end-all be-all of this. The Capellans will not like this. We'll try and run some missions for them after this. Cheer them up. Ghost is got preferably pox. He's offline for a little bit longer. He's a line trooper. We can put ants, quackshot, ants or quackshot. Let's see, ants. We gotta go back to the barracks. Ants, do you have any SP to spend before we go? No. I could step in. Dirty, no, Dirty's a fire support. We did hire some new troops. Haven't named them after anybody yet. Quackshot.
Receiving you.
You have some XP to spend. We'll take Quackshot.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Okay, what we're doing, 3, yeah, okay. And Quackshot in the Cyclops. Rock and roll. Now that dual PVC Cyclops we've got going will be really loving this polar environment. Speaking of dual PVCs, the next expansion for the game has been announced, Heavy Metal. Now the way Paradox does its expansions, Paradox owns HBS or publishes for them. I don't know how that works exactly. They when they do an expansion, it comes with a patch. The patch has some upgrades as well as bug fixes, and then you can buy the DLC for additional stuff. We'll get back to that thought train in a moment.
Initiated.
According to my scouts, Yoshito Okada's convoy is already moving through the AO you've touched down in. All you need to do is locate and destroy it. We're no strangers to sort of work. We're on recon on the convoy, and once we get eyes on it, we'll take it out. We shall see. If you do succeed in destroying the convoy, proceed to the extraction point. The Galdeon regulars will then take command of the area to confirm your kill. That's how you want to play it.
Time to get dirty. Waiting for orders.
So, the next expansion is going to be called Heavy Metal. The patch part of it that's free will include the Marauder and the Warhammer, which
What can I do for you?
are the dual PVCs that we were trying to emulate with that
Waiting on you, Commander.
Orion setup we had, and are kind of following along with
Waiting for orders.
the Cyclops. Just
On
a couple
the move.
PPCs in its command capabilities. Kind of a direct fire support mech. Well, the reason we're doing that is because that was a successful and kind of long-term like the Warhammer was on the front of the Battletech
On the move.
tabletop box that I bought when I was
Moving
in
out.
junior
way.
high. Yes, we had books back then. And so, you know, it's a touchstone, and it'll be good to see it back in the game.
Good to go.
Ready for orders. On my way.
Now, the reason they aren't in the game is some legal bullshit. FASA, the original developers of Battletech, got licenses for designs for several
Moving to
giant
position.
stompy robots from the people who had the license for Battletech in this, or not Battletech, Robotech, aka Macross, in the States. The problem is apparently those people didn't have the license from the developers of that stuff in Japan. A company called Harmony Gold did. And rather than any kind of understanding that the people who tried to get the license for that, you know, didn't intentionally
I hear
make
ya.
that mistake,
I've got eyes on the target.
Harmony Gold has kept those designs exclusively to themselves and will not share them. So now this has no bearing on the, like, you can put a Warhammer or a Marauder in the game with all the weapons configurations and whatnot as it would be from the original publications that were the 3025 source book that I got again in junior high, but the actual visual representation of it looking like it, like the Macross version, was a no-go. A big no-go.
Heading out.
Location confirmed.
Picked up a
And
blip.
the entire Battletech community was kind of looking forward to when Harmony Gold's license was about to expire this year. Unfortunately, a month or two ago, we heard that they and the people who had the license, who had licensed it to them in Japan, had re-upped the license, and so those designs, again, can't be used anywhere. Not only that, Harmony Gold has done
Orders?
exactly jack and shit
Moving
with the
to
license
position.
in terms of giving us accessible Robotech properties for people who are fans of the whole thing, which is a lot of people.
Confirmed.
Nice shooting there, Quackshot.
Receiving you.
So it's kind of shitty overall. The versions we're getting are
Engaging.
visually redesigned, and again, looking forward to seeing them, but it would be sad
Enemy
that we don't
vehicle
get
destroyed.
the original Warhammer, Marauder. There's several, I want to say 16, 17 different mechs that have been licensed
Holding action, Commander.
by mistake, essentially.
Waiting for orders. Time to fly.
Ooh, 100 tons? What are you?
Got a lock.
Yay, it's an Atlas. Ooh.
Losing armor.
Okay, but this is pretty much an ideal situation.
Good to
So, Potshot, Top 4 at Worlds, is in a excellent position. We have the Cyclops, which means that we operate all our assault mechs at Initiative Step 2. This Atlas has moved, is not in terrain, has no bulwark, so I'm going to fire a bunch of LRMs at it. We reserve, so we're at 1 now. When the turn cycle over, we'll fire at 2 before it has a chance to act again. Brace, shed its instability, which we're about to give it a bunch of right now.
Copy that.
do this.
Now, Quackshot did not like that hit. Understandably so. That was his right arm. So we're going to turn him like so.
On the move.
And try and destabilize this guy a little bit more. Now, assault mechs are very stable. They can take a lot of abuse. It takes a lot to knock them down.
Let's do this.
I've got a lot, though.
Roger that.
Okay, so any push should do it. We're going to pull Quackshot
Not much armor left in that location.
behind the line here now. Not
Yeah,
now, but
Commander.
next turn now. That's a little bit too much abuse for a Cyclops.
Moving out.
Alright, so we will split the fire with the LRM into the Atlas to get the knockdown, and put the rest of this into the Bulldog to try and get a kill. All we've got left is Mercy and Wrecker.
Affirmative.
Primary target is taking damage.
Okay. Alright, so we don't need a whole lot
to go.
to get a kill on this. I don't know that we're going to be properly positioned to do it, but we don't need much.
I leap. I soar.
We'll give it a shot. Please hit the front.
Time to die.
You didn't hit the front. Now, he's already acted this turn, so we should be able to take him out before he gets next turn. Hopefully this Atlas being hit by 2 PPCs and getting knocked down will be inaccurate. Yeah, he missed. Okay.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Another knockdown.
Want some more? Huh?
Alright, we're pulling you
Taking
back.
internal damage. Yes, Commander. Affirmative.
Let's try and finish off the Bulldog.
Roger that.
Primary
There we
target
go.
is taking damage.
What else have we got? Mercy.
What's up, boss?
Now, we're trying to capture this Atlas, if that wasn't already clear. It's a good prize, and we did take enough salvage to take the whole thing. We're making good progress. We got 2 pilot injuries already from 2 knockdowns. Still have both torso sections around, and we could probably score another knockdown real easy. In fact, that's why we're going to reserve here.
Holding for tactical advantage.
Ooh, that is a demolisher.
Took a heavy hit there.
Alright.
Orders? On my way. Confirmed.
Okay, so he'll be easier to knock down because he's missing a leg. Ow. Cyclops cannot take that kind of abuse.
Standing by.
Okay, so let's see. This Manicore. Close to die. But let's fire at the Atlas. Stick with the plan. Let's split one off though.
Got it.
There we go.
Reporting one less vehicle.
Okay. Is he unstable yet? No. Who moves? This Demolisher moves in this turn, and whoever that is.
Good to go. Firing everything I've got.
We can't let that guy shoot AC-20s more than once.
That's a vehicle kill.
Orders?
Crack shot. Gonna have you keep backing up.
On it.
And we are going to Vigilance. And we're gonna have you Precision Strike. Which side's got the AC-20? That side. That could be... Oh, do I really want it? Kind of committed now. Which is going to take 70. And it goes in the center torso.
Confirmed. Failed to connect.
Wow. Crack shot, I'm going to dock your pay.
Yes, Commander.
We're hoping for another knockdown, along with taking off one torso section.
Firing all weapons. Scored a critical hit.
Ready for orders.
I don't have anything else for her to shoot at. I just want to knock this guy down.
Locking on.
That'll be 4 wounds. There we go, got ourselves an Atlas. 1 legs, no arms.
It's go time.
But Yang could put it all together again. Okay, so we're Quackshot is at initiative 3 because he
right move.
I can't remember what it's called. Vigilance last turn.
Waiting for orders. I've got a sensor lock.
Receiving you. Giving them everything I got.
Alright. I'm glad we didn't have to actually get shot at by that.
Receiving you. Firing jump jet.
Quackshot would be a very unappealing target up there with 4 pips and 60% damage reduction.
Commander? Move order received.
Just have 1 or 2 targets remaining.
Commander? Time to fly.
Another Shrek PPC carrier. Hot
Yes,
shot,
boss.
same thing as before.
Taking the coast. Waiting for orders. Reporting. Enemy vehicle eliminated.
Good to go. On my way.
This is kind of the problem
by.
with one of the problems with this game is
Move into position.
this guy should turn around. He is boned. But the AI is suicidal.
Target acquired.
Leopard inbound, Commander. I'll meet you at the LZ.
Alright, so other than the Cyclops getting a little beat up, came through pretty good. Got ourselves an Atlas. Another one, worth it. Still looking for Highlanders. Kind of bummed that we don't have them, but whatever. Cyclops will need some some repair time. What should we take, I wonder? That's a tough one. Joining the next expansion, we'll have a accompanying patch that gives us 2 new mechs, the Warhammer and the Marauder. And then the heavy metal expansion itself.
That mech you wanted is back online.
Thank you, Yank. The expansion itself has a lot of stuff. It's going to be real interesting. It's introducing like 8, 9 new mechs. Plus new weapon system. Defector 2, higher by Istaber. Commander Rostov, I have unfortunate news. Your quarry has escaped you. Yoshito Okada isn't a passenger on the convoy that you destroyed after all. Naturally, we'll be withholding your pay until you find and eliminate him. You're a dick. Like hell you will. We put our mech warriors in harm's way based on your intel, Chiai Hironaka. If the target wasn't on the convoy, that's on you, not us. We upheld our end of the contract. House Kirita hired you to kill Yoshito Okada. On my honor, you receive nothing until he is dead. Attend to your task or leave the system in disgrace. It makes no difference to me. The Galdeon regulars stand ready to succeed where you have failed. You get what he's doing, right? That horse's ass deliberately fed us bad intel. He wanted us to hit the wrong convoy. He wants us to wash our hands of the job so his regulars can take all the glory. This is bullshit, boss. If we do the job, we're working 2 gigs for the price of 1, but if we tell him to screw himself, we don't get paid at all. I think we should take option C. We find the building he's broadcasting from, put it under siege, and force the bastard to pay up. If we do that or tank our reputation with House Kyoto, that may not be fair, but as a fact. Your call, Commander. Do we track down the real Yoshito Okada and finish the job, or do we make Chai Hironaka pay us for what he owes at gunpoint? Either way, we're going to have to drop immediately. Galdeon regulars aren't going to wait around for us to conduct repairs. I'm actually going to continue the hunt for no additional pay. The reason for that is I've done this one like 3 or 4 times. So leaving without any money is just pretty lame. This one is so I want to do this one because I haven't done it before, but we are going to cut the recording here, start it up again, and get right back into it. Thank you for watching Warlocks play, and I will see you in the next episode.